Next. It's been tough for both of these teams lately, Doris. Injuries have been piling up.
You know what, B.A.? They are meeting at a time where usually there's some nicks and bumps and bruises on both sides. I don't think there's any sympathy for either one of them, though.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's De Silva in at the four-man position. Now here's Hart. It's rebounded by Wagner. Suggs outside. Wagner with a screen on Bridges. Pass to Bane. Here's the three. And it's New York with a rebound. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
That one drops for him.
This is what makes Jalen Brunson special. You've got to knock down contested shots. Mr. Brunson up to the task.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Here's McBride, following the bucket by the Magic. Fires the three, and Hart is good for three.
That's just Josh Hart getting to his spot, being shot ready. Nicely done.
Now Suggs. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pass to De Silva. Bridges against Wagner. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
McBride attacking. Here's Towns. De Silva with a rebound.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And this break lets us see the teams making the most of their second chances this season. The Knicks, second. Fifth, Orlando.
Well, each of these teams play physical basketball, hitting the offensive glass.
The Knicks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Bataze's checked in for Carter. Outside Bane. And another miss by Orlando. The Knicks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Clarkson. Misses the step-back jumper. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Put him in good position. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Pass to Wagner. The three. Kicks it out to Bane. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
Well, Bane will just about live on the arc if you let him. He's got a pretty consistent stroke.
Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Wagner for three. Hart pulls it in. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Brunson against Bane. Outside Brunson. 5 to shoot. Over Bane. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
It's a tie game in New York. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Boy, from the opening tip, they look focused and ready to play. You know, that's really paid off for them to get this early lead.
Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Gershon Yabusele out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's Kolek in at the 1. That's the group for New York starting the 2nd.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back over to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Kolek. Back to Bridges. Launches a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Let's see them at 3.
He's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Kolek. Bain, he's checked in for Orlando. Jalen Suggs comes in for Jones. Here's Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. The 3 from Suggs. Buries it from 3. Suggs has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Wagner with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Bain. Here's Isaac. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Some room here for Yabusele. They get it back. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Magic trail by 3. Isaac outside. Back to Wagner. Pass to Suggs. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Suggs has got 6 points.
That Jalen Suggs putting in the time, being diligent about becoming more consistent from three-point territory. That time, he makes it look easy.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. here for New York. Robinson comes in for Yabusele, and Brunson is subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Then for Orlando, Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. De Silva comes in for Wagner. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Clarkson outside. Takes a three. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. That one rolls around and rims out. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Suggs surveys the D. And he dunks it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Clarkson against Bain. Black outside. The Knicks with the rebound.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Brunson way outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Orlando ahead, up 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hi folks, it's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second chance opportunities there, Shaq.
And turning those opportunities into points that they need.
And looking ahead tonight, here are the upcoming games we're looking forward to. It'll be the Hawks against the Wizards in Washington. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Then it's Wendell Carter, then it's Franz Wagner, and it's De Silva in at the 4 spot. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Suggs with the bucket.
Jalen Suggs has all the attributes necessary to be a 3-level scorer. That means the mid-range must be pure. Show him, Jalen.
McBride can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
Listen, this guy might be young, but Franz Wagner has already proven to be a sweet shooting big man.
Baseline jumper, Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's got 6 points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Outside Bain, beyond the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Back to you guys.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Here's De Silva. No points yet. From deep, Bane nails it from 3. And the Magic lead by 5.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checked in for McBride. Then for Orlando, Bataze comes in for Carter, and Black subbed in for De Silva. A minute 42 left in the 3rd. New York working the ball around now. Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Clarkson for 3. Connects from downtown. Clarkson's got 6.
Yeah, when Clarkson came into the league, this guy more of a slasher, but boy, has he improved his range.
Pass to Bane. Bataze a screen on Bridges. From deep, Bane. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now Towns. Over Bataze. Blocked!
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Black passes to Wagner. Clarkson against Bane. Pass to Black. The 3. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 5. Hart passes to Bridges. Here's Brunson. Great D that time from Suggs.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And the basket by Bane.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
And so it's Orlando closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Guerschon Yabusele out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Kolek in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Black. And here's Jones. Pass to Isaac. He tries for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. And the Magic lead by 10.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
From outside the arc. And it's Clarkson missing.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Count that bucket. And now it's a 12-point Orlando lead. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Now here's Wagner. Outside Isaac. Let's loose for 3. Nope. The Knicks have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Buries it from outside.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Orlando leading by 9. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Magic timeout ball.
For New York, Hart's checked in for Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Kolek. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. De Silva comes in for Isaac. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Black. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Jones. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Brunson. 11 feet out. Wagner with the rebound. Payne outside. A minute 42 left to play in the fourth quarter. Now Suggs puts up the tray with one on the clock. Oh, he can't jam it home.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Brunson against Suggs. Left side Brunson. Suggs rips down the board. Magic leading by 9. Here's De Silva. Now Payne from deep. Towns rips down the board. There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Brunson, and stolen by Suggs. Wagner fires, and no one in the vicinity.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Brunson, excellent defense, forcing that big miss. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Boy, a nice